She left for 5 minutes. She came back with a mask on her face and she started stabbing her, and I ran for help.
She woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us.
I did my deliveries today by myself because I don't want this fucking idiot beside me.
And more breaking news this morning. Violence breaks out at a local McDonald's where police say an argument between co-workers led to one of them being stabbed to death.
I don't want to hurt anybody. Universe gonna have to do something about this. Because I am aligned with the universe. I deserve better. The fuck are you looking at? Why are you looking at me like that? You got something to say? Say it to my fucking side of my face, you stupid fuck.
Girl, I'm looking at someone who's about to fumble their whole life over a write-up. But you didn't ask me that on July 9th, did you, Afeni? No, you asked the universe. And baby, the universe answered. 6 kids woke up with a mother on July 10th. But bedtime. Their mum was gone, and their dad was still locked up, leaving them with nobody. And this woman right here, she didn't just snap that morning. She'd been broadcasting her descent for months, posted it, filmed it, made a whole death wish cake about it. The warning signs weren't just red flags, y'all. They were red billboards with neon lights and sirens. But everybody was too busy, too scared, or too damn tired to pay attention. Well, I got time today, and I got receipts that'll make your jaw drop. You're on TikTok Crimes. We cover what happens when social media fame turns fatal. TikTok stars, Instagram couples, Facebook influencers. When their posts become crime scenes, we break down exactly what went wrong. These aren't just viral stories. These are real murders, real victims. Subscribe right now if you want the truth behind the trending hashtags, because by the time something goes viral, somebody's usually already dead. Here's what happened. Jennifer Harris was doing what millions of single mothers do every single day. The impossible. At 39, she'd been grinding at McDonald's for 15 years. Not 15 months, not 15 weeks. 15 years of, would you like fries with that? While raising 6 kids after their father got locked up. 6 kids, y'all. That's 6 different personalities to manage. 6 sets of homework to check. 6 mouths saying, I'm hungry, the second you walk through the door. And she did it all on a McDonald's manager's salary. Some afternoons, her babies would show up at the restaurant after school. They'd sit in a booth doing homework, waiting for Mama's shift to end. The other employees knew them by name. Regulars would sneak them apple pies. It wasn't the life she dreamed of, but it was their life, and she made it work. Then in walks Afeni Mohammed, 26 years old. No kids, no real responsibilities, except showing up to work and doing her job. But see, that's where the problem started. Because Afeni didn't come to work. She came to perform. Between the TikToks, the attitude, and whatever this energy was.
I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in this store, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I got shit I gotta take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps sending her little racial shit. And then throughout the day, she keeps on, putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. That shit gonna have to stop. She's a bully. I'm telling you. She's a bully. She brings a lot of negative energy in there. She always panic when there's a lot going on, and then she try to manipulate that and make it seem like we ain't doing something right, but we are working really hard and doing great. It's just the fact that she panicked, and I caught her a few times making a mistake, and she tried to hurry up and play it off. You know, nobody's perfect. It's fucking McDonald's. It happens. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, somebody might get confused. So fuck, it gets busy, yeah. But she needs to stop playing like she don't be making mistakes. I be catching her. So all that animosity and shit that she keep putting in the air and stuff, then trying to tell me, I'm always snapping on people. No, that's false. No, I don't snap on people. I don't go in there doing that. I tell her, no, I make peace. That's what I'm doing. I've been creating peace. So all that negative energy that she's bringing in there and trying to manipulate it, no, that's going to stop. All that negative shit she's saying about, you know, her personal life, all of that. No, she's bringing all of that in there and then playing games saying she want to take her belt off and beat somebody. Y'all act like my kids in here. No, we ain't your kids. Respect us. Stop talking to us like that. That shit is crazy. I'm telling you. But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody gonna have to do something about that. It's not funny. It's not fair. It isn't funny at all. So, you know, she could keep being a bully if she wants to, but that shit is going to catch up to her. Because it ain't funny at all. It ain't.
She's a bully. She keeps sending me home early. Pause. Let's break this down real quick. You came in on your off day to make up hours. That's point one for trying. I'll give you that. But Jennifer still had to send you home. What were you doing that was so bad that even when you're trying to make up time, you still can't act right? And notice how she said sent home 2 days in a row. This wasn't a one-time personality clash. This was a pattern. Jennifer wasn't targeting her. Jennifer was documenting her. There's a difference, and if you've ever had to manage people, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But Afeni, she was too deep in her feelings to see it. In her mind, she was the victim of some grand conspiracy. Jennifer was the villain, and she was the misunderstood anti-hero of her own horror movie. Oh yeah, I said horror movie. Because this woman wasn't just into Chucky. She wanted to be Chucky. That little demonic doll that stabs people while cracking jokes. That was her idol. She posted about it constantly. Had merchandise. The whole nine. Now, I know some of you all like horror movies too. Nothing wrong with that. But when you start modeling your whole personality after a serial killer doll, when that becomes your aesthetic while you're having problems at work, red flag number 1 through infinity. But Jennifer wasn't even Afeni's first target. See, while all this workplace drama was brewing, Afeni was dealing with a whole other situation at home. Her neighbor Wayne. Now hold up. Before we go any further, I need to tell y'all something that's been bothering me. After going through all these clips, I got curious about this Wayne character. Who is this man that's got Afeni so pressed? So I did some digging. And when I say digging, I mean I went deep. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, public records, news articles about the eviction she mentioned. Y'all, I couldn't find one picture. Not one post. Not one trace of this Wayne she's talking about living next door and bringing her food. Now, I'm not saying she imagined him. Let me be clear. I'm not saying that. Because if she did, if this whole Wayne situation was playing out in her head, Chile, we'd need a whole part 2 because that changes everything about this story. But since I can't confirm either way, we're gonna move forward assuming Wayne was real. Because whether he was real or not, her feelings about him were very real. And those feelings, they were violent. So if Wayne exists, and that's an IF now, every woman has the absolute right to reject unwanted advances. Period. No debate. If Afeni didn't want to
sitting
sleep
at
with
this
Wayne,
park right
that's
now.
her right. And he should have backed all the way off.
I wanted to I had to talk to my neighbor Wayne again and like clear up everything with him, because how I said how like he always like he's always like he always like look at me a certain way or something, and I told him that like I don't want to have sex. I told him that. So it's like, you know, sometimes he would give me something to eat or something if I didn't make anyone on Instacart. I get that. But I told him like I don't want him thinking that that I owe him that just because he do that for me sometimes. I want him to think that I owe him sex. So now like after I told him that, it's like he's been crying and crying and telling me he think I use him. Dismissing everything that I do for him and did for him. Dismissing the fact that he had this condition that he'd been going through for a long time and nobody can help him. But me, I helped him get through it. And I cook, and you know, I don't have a lot of money, but I still make money at work, but you know, I don't have a car right now. I'm still working to get in a car. And he feels like I owe him sex. And now he's mad and crying and trying to make me feel guilty. I need to just calm down. I'm gonna be okay. But I should have known. I'm playing my peaceful music so I don't have to listen to you doing this, and you're interrupting my music, calling my phone. Please leave me alone.
You told me you never ignored me.
Stop fucking with me! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Please! Leave me alone! Please! Please leave me alone! I don't want to have sex with you! I don't want to have sex! So stop! I really talked to myself. I don't want to have sex with you! Okay! Okay! Thank you!
I don't want to have sex with you. Stop fucking with me. Leave me alone. And you know what? Good for her for setting that boundary. Wayne needed to hear that and respect it. But here's where things take a turn that'll make your skin crawl.
I did my deliveries today by myself. Because I don't want this fucking idiot beside me. He called my phone, fucking nagging at me. He keeps fucking nagging at me. And I can't fucking take it. I don't know why you didn't get me. I was in the house. I'm fucking tired of his voice. I'm fucking tired of his face. He's fucking annoying me. I have to get away from him. That's why we're getting evicted. I have to get away from him. Because how he makes me feel, it isn't a good feeling. I know what I'm capable of. And I don't want to hurt anyone. I swear to God. I swear on my life. I don't want to hurt anyone. But that's what he's making me feel like. Being around him. I have to get away from him. That's why we're getting evicted. That's why these squirrels came up in his fucking walls. I have to get away from him. Because I don't want to hurt him. Because I will. I don't want to hurt anybody. I gotta get away from it. And I swear, if he fucking touch me again, I'm gonna have to fucking use force. I already pushed him before. I already pushed him off of me. He think it's funny, but it isn't. He think it's cute, but it isn't. And yesterday, he showed his true fucking colors. And I told him straight up, you're a fucking pervert. And he started crying. And I started calling on angels saying, yo, angels, give me the strength, give me the patience. And then you're like, no, angels, she's lying on me. She's being a bully. No, I'm not a fucking bully. I can see right through him. He disgusts me. He disgusts me. Universe gonna have to do something about this. Because I am aligned with the universe. I deserve better.
Did you all catch that? I don't want to hurt anyone. I swear to God. I swear on my life. When someone has to swear multiple times that they don't want to hurt anyone, that's usually because the thought has crossed their mind. And with Afeni, it didn't just cross her mind. It moved in, decorated, and signed a lease.
Like, he disgusts me. He's a disturbing image. He looked like a fucking disease. A walking disease. Like, he just looks so disgusting that I just want to, like, oh my gosh, man. I'm just trying to like not say like how I feel right now. I don't want to sound violent, but I swear, man. He make me want to break his fucking neck. He make me want to break all of his fucking arms. He make me want to break his fucking legs. He make me want to rip his eyes out. He make me want to fucking ball him up and twist him and just fucking throw him out and just fucking rip him in pieces. Fuck. It's not a good feeling, I'm telling you. I'm not a bad person at all, I swear. But it's just, I don't know what it is. Like, ew. Oh my gosh. Like, it's disgusting, man. He's disturbing me. And I told him, dude, I never was attracted to you. I told him that. So I don't know why he keep thinking that he can fucking wink his eyes at me and touch my arm or something when I'm driving. Stop fucking touching me! And every time he look at me like something is wrong. Every time he look at me like I don't even know how to make the ugly ass face, man. But this dude is a disturbing image. He's a disturbing image. Even when we be out, people be looking like, what the fuck is, like, he's disgusting. What the fuck? And he's rude. He's very rude. He's cranky as fuck. Like, he be acting, he's sarcastic. He snapped on some woman when we were out in public, and I fucking went off for him and told him, dude, this shit is not cool. Don't be fucking going off on random people. You're trying to bring problems my way. I don't like that. I need to get away from you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, and he's rude as hell, like, to, like, customers. Like, I mean, he's rude, not customers, but he be like a customer, like, in drive-thrus and stuff. He be rude to the people. He's sarcastic, and I happy having to tell him, dude, stop fucking talking to people like that. Like, I just don't fucking, I cannot stand this dude, man. I cannot stand this dude. I can't stand him, man. I'm telling you. Every time he say...
He make me want to break his fucking neck. He make me want to break all of his fucking arms. Yo, this is about the same man who was bringing her food when she was broke. The cognitive dissonance is staggering. She's simultaneously accepting help from him while fantasizing about violence because he looked at her wrong, had a crush she didn't reciprocate. And the way she describes him, a walking disease, disturbing image, this is dehumanization. When you stop seeing someone as a person and start seeing them as a thing that disgusts you, that's when your mind can justify doing terrible things to them. But here's what should have been the biggest warning sign of all.
I said, I'm not, like, dude, I'm not getting the fucking storage with you, crazy. Like, he literally thought I'm thinking I'm gonna get a storage. I'm like, no, I'm getting my own storage. I'm not fucking sharing the storage with him. I don't really want to be around this idiot. I don't want to cause no collateral damage. So angels, if you listen to me right now, fucking help me. Fucking help me.
She's literally calling on angels to help her not hurt this man. She knows she's losing control. She's asking for divine intervention to stop herself from doing something violent. And what do we as a society do when someone is screaming into the void that they're about to hurt somebody? Apparently, nothing. We scroll past. We mind our business. We hope somebody else will handle it. Meanwhile, she's going to work every day, standing next to the fryer, handling knives in the kitchen, serving food to families. And Jennifer's watching her deteriorate in real time.
Then one day she coming in there and talking about some yeah, I broke my door in half and I had to pull my gun out on my kids and this and that. Well, you know, telling us that like the fuck you telling us you pulled a gun out on your kids for? You sound like a fucking psychopath. That's what I wanted to tell her. She was talking about some she blacked out. I'm like, yeah, you must have had blacked out if you pulled the gun out on your kids. Like, you know, like I'm like, what the fuck you telling me this for? Like she think she's like trying to make it seem like that she big dog or some shit. Give a fuck about you telling me about you pulling the gun out on a kid. I don't fucking like that shit doesn't scare me. You know what I mean? That shit doesn't scare me. If she thought she was trying to intimidate me, that shit didn't intimidate me at all. I don't give a fuck about her telling me about what the fuck she did. You know, and maybe that's why they always fighting her to defend themselves. They probably felt like their life was threatened. The fuck out of here with that shit.
Now this is where Rafani really showed her cards. She's telling her co-workers that Jennifer pulled a gun on her own kids. Jennifer, the woman who's been raising 6 children alone while their daddy's locked up. The woman who brings her babies to work because she can't afford childcare. That Jennifer supposedly pulled a gun on her kids. And Afeni's response? You sound like a fucking psychopath. The projection is so bright, you could see it from space. Here's Afeni, posting death wishes and murder fantasies, calling Jennifer a psychopath for a story that probably wasn't even true. Because think about it. If Jennifer really pulled a gun on her kids, wouldn't child services be involved? Wouldn't there be reports, records? But Afeni didn't need facts. She needed justification. She was building a case in her mind for why Jennifer deserved whatever was coming to her. Classic dehumanization, classic preparation. And through it all, she kept posting, like she wanted witnesses to her descent. I'm the lava babe, in Volcano Maid, posted on March 30th, 3 months before the murder. When you call yourself Lava and Volcano Maid, you're telling people you're explosive. You're warning them you'll burn everything you touch. Death wish. Posted February 13th, not Valentine's Day, the day before. While everyone else was preparing for love and chocolate, Afeni was posting cakes decorated with death threats. And my personal favorite piece of foreshadowing?
So I wanted to share something funny, right? When I had went to Wendy's, I had got my 10-piece nuggets or whatever. I didn't go through drive-thru though. I went inside the building because the line was too long, you know, a drive-thru. And inside the building was empty. It was only one person in there waiting on their food. But anyway, long story short, after I ordered my food, it was someone else working the drive-thru. And he was like, I'm tired of taking these orders or whatever. I'm not going to keep taking these orders. And I thought that he thought that I was trying to order something because I was standing right there by the register. And I was like, I already ordered my order. And he was like, no, I'm talking about drive-thru. And I was like, oh. So then when the other guy that was already helping me came back, I was like, tell him to pull his pants up so he don't trip over his ass. And then that's when I think he said he was already trying to tell him that or something. And then I just left out of there. Like, pull your fucking pants up, dude. You look a hot mess. Like, seriously. But seriously, like, I know how people sag or whatever, but he was, like, tremendously sagged. Like, his shit was, like over his cheeks. Like, dude, like, pull your fucking pants up. What the fuck are you doing? I understand when it's, like, halfway or whatever, because, you know, the guys try to, like, leave room for their little penis or whatever. But, but, dude, like, this dude pants was too fucking low. I'm like, tell him to pull his pants up so he didn't trip over his ass. And then I had walked out of there. I just had the spirit to say that, so fuck it. I just said it.
She went to Wendy's for nuggets and ended up critiquing some employees' sagging pants. Told him to pull them up so he don't trip over his ass. The audacity of someone posting death wishes to be worried about somebody else's appearance. But that's the thing about people like Afeni. They're always the hero in their own story. Everyone else is wrong, inappropriate, or attacking them. She can fantasize about breaking Wayne's neck, but God forbid somebody sag their pants at Wendy's. By early July, Afeni was a powder keg with a lit fuse. She'd lost perspective on reality. Every slight was an attack. Every correction was bullying. Every boundary was persecution. And Jennifer? Jennifer was just trying to run a restaurant. She had health inspections to worry about, customer complaints, food safety. And yes, managing an employee who spent more time making TikToks than taking orders.
I was wrongfully treated today at work. I was literally physically tapped on a lot of times. My name kept getting called. I was doing a great job. I kept getting sabotaged, tempted, so my button can get pressed and I can go out of character. So although I went out of character, all I could say was stop talking to me. That's all I could say. Stop talking to me. And to walk into my space, still bothering me, and I said, get away from me. Please get out of my space if you don't mind. I can't talk right now, and you still continue to touch me. That made me very unhappy. It was ridiculous. Because I know that I'm a great person, and I know I won't be tolerating that. So since they decided to bully me, let the universe show them what's next. Because it wasn't right. It was ridiculous. And there will be hell to pay for that. Without a doubt.
Tapped. Not hit. Not pushed. Tapped. Probably someone trying to get her attention because she was in her own world. But in Afeni's mind, this was assault. This was bullying. This was worth what she was planning. Since they decided to bully me, let the universe show them what's next. Because it wasn't right. It was ridiculous. And there will be hell to pay for that. Without a doubt, hell to pay. She said it right there, on camera, for the world to see. But who was watching? Who was listening? McDonald's corporate? The local police? Her friends? Or were we all just too busy with our own lives to notice someone announcing their plans to make someone pay hell's price? July 10th started like any other morning at the McDonald's on 9 Mile Road. Breakfast rush hitting different when you're short-staffed. Customers wanting their McMuffins yesterday. And Jennifer Harris doing what she'd done for 15 years. Keeping it all together. Afeni showed up for her shift. And something was off. More than usual. The attitude was thicker. The disrespect louder. And Jennifer had enough. She sent Afeni home. Again. According to court testimony, When Afeni was walking out, she said 3 words that should have shut down the whole restaurant. "I'll be back." Not, "I'll see you tomorrow." Not, "This isn't fair." Just, "I'll be back." And she meant it.
A mother killed in a workplace stabbing.
My mama died trying to take care of us.
A McDonald's manager killed in the middle of the morning rush, and police say it was another employee who did it. Jennifer Harris was working her shift this morning when she sent an employee home early. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Ty Steele. Police say that employee left and then came back and killed her with a knife. This happened at the McDonald's on 9 Mile West, west of Kelly and East Point. Noelle Frio is live with the details. Noelle, we hear a Good Samaritan stepped in and try and stop this.
Yeah, that's right. Police say that stabbing happened near this drive-through window behind me. And they say a customer who was in the drive-through stepped in and stopped the suspect from fleeing the scene before police arrived. We've now learned that the victim was a mother of 6. Employees described the terrifying moments inside a McDonald's after a worker attacked a manager with a knife. Police say the employee had been in an argument with the manager that ended with her being sent home.
She left for 5 minutes. She came back with a mask on her face. And the only thing I seen was her hands. That's how I knew it was her.
Family of the victim identify her as 39-year-old Jennifer Harris. She was stabbed multiple times before a customer in the drive-through line intervened, holding the employee at gunpoint until officers arrived.
He had her sitting down there about in the parking lot next to a vehicle, and he had the gun pointed at her. That's when police and all them rolled up.
Meanwhile, inside, Jennifer's co-workers were trying desperately to save her life. Applying pressure to wounds that wouldn't stop bleeding, calling her name, begging her to hold on. But 15 stab wounds. There's only so much a body can take. The police response was swift. She didn't resist arrest, didn't try to run again, just sat there like the weight of what she'd done was finally hitting her. Inside, paramedics worked on Jennifer. But everybody knew. You could see it in their faces. They transported her anyway, because that's what you do. You try until there's nothing left to try. At the hospital, doctors pronounced what everyone already knew. Jennifer Harris, 39 years old, mother of 6, was gone. Her kids found out through social media. Let that sink in for a minute. Nobody got to sit them down gently. Nobody got to hold their hands. They saw it on Facebook or TikTok or whatever. Their mama's death turned into content before they even knew she was hurt.
Tell us about your sweet mom. My mama was a good person. She was the best mom anybody could ever ask for. My mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us. She died.
My God.
She was so good to everybody. A hard-working woman. So kind. If anybody needed help, she would give you her last. Give you the shirt off her back. She did not deserve that at all.
How many kids does your mom?
6. All 6 of us. Me and my
5 girls and 1 boy.
My brother. And she's aware that she took us from her. We met everybody at McDonald's. My mama always shared with everybody that she loved her kids, showed them pictures of us. We would come up here. We met her co-worker.
Listen to them. Really listen. My mama died trying to take care of us. That's not just grief talking. That's truth. Jennifer died at her job. The job she kept for 15 years to feed those babies. We met the lady and everything. They met Afeni. She gave them stickers. She knew their faces, knew their names, knew they needed their mama. And she still did what she did.
All right. Previous Court of 9 session. I'm with Captain Davis presiding.
You may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. Detective Showers, Please approach for the swear to. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the information being provided is true and accurate to the best of your information, knowledge, and belief, subject to penalties of perjury?
I do.
Put your hand down. With regard to the defendant, Afani Muhammad, please set forth the factual basis for the warrant request.
Yes, Your Honor. On 7/10/25, McDonald's employee Afeni Muhammad stabbed McDonald's manager Jennifer Harris multiple times with a kitchen knife at the McDonald's restaurant at 179219 Mile. Harris was not armed at the time and died of her injuries. Prior to the stabbing, Muhammad was sent home by Harris for not performing her work duties and told Harris, "I'll be back." Muhammad was arrested on scene and the knife was recovered. Muhammad admitted that she intended to kill Harris and stated that after she was sent home, she drove to a nearby park, decided to come back and stab Harris with a knife that she had inside of a vehicle. When Muhammad returned to stab Harris, she entered the back entrance with a hood mask over her face in an attempt to conceal her identity and attempted to flee the scene after the stabbing, but was stopped by an armed customer.
And the requested charges are murder in the first degree, count 2, dangerous weapon carrying with unlawful intent, and there's a habitual second notice offense. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
The warrant is being signed and we can proceed to arraignment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Calling file number 25354, People versus Afani Badu Muhammad. Counsel, appearances for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sean Hayes, on behalf of the people.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Please, this honorable court, Matthew Cochran, on behalf of Mrs. Muhammad, who does appear via Zoom.
Your name, please, ma'am?
Afeni Muhammad.
Very good. You're here today for arraignment on the charges of murder in the first degree, premeditated, count 2, carrying a weapon with unlawful intent, and a habitual second notice. Mr. Licata, how does your client wish to proceed?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. At this time, my client is asking the court to enter a not guilty plea. This matter set for a probable cause conference in the preliminary exam. I have advised my client of her rights, as well as the charges against her and the potential penalties, and we are ready to proceed on those grounds.
Very good. Ma'am, do you understand the nature of the charges against you to your satisfaction after talking to your attorney?
Yes.
Very good. I will go ahead and enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Are you requesting a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
I will appoint an attorney to represent you. We'll set this matter for a probable cause conference on July 23rd, 2025 at 1 p.m. The preliminary examination will be on July 30th, 2025 at 1 p.m. As to bond, Mr. Licata?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Just briefly, my client is 26 years old, does live in the great city of East Point. Your Honor, my client is a high school graduate. In fact, is actually was taking some online classes for college for a physical therapy degree. Your Honor, there are some disturbing facts in this particular matter, but there are facts that haven't been brought out yet, and my client is extremely anxious to have those facts brought to light during the pendency of this case. She was in an extremely abusive relationship that was not only mental but physical, that involved alcohol issues, which is where the habitual second stems from, and her prior record. Your Honor, my client is a helpful person. She's a giving person. She's actually is credited with saving a life because of a 60-year-old who had skin cancer that she may go to the doctor to find out that that's exactly what it was, and that person is doing extremely well right now. I understand the facts that have been laid out today in the warrant, but at this time, Your Honor, we are asking the court to consider a bond in this manner that is appropriate, that my client can meet so that she can meet with her attorneys and prepare her for defense in this matter. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of the people?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Pursuant to court rule, the court is well within its authority to grant no bond involving any case involving murder. In this case, we are requesting no bond for this defendant. Also provided within the court rules are certain factors for this court to consider when determining whether to grant any bond at all, and in this case, we are requesting no bond as I indicated. First of all, the court can consider whether or not this defendant is a threat to the community. She entered a public building with other individuals, other employees that were present. She produced a weapon that was a knife longer than 3 inches, and she stabbed the victim multiple times, up to possibly as many as 15 times, eventually causing her death. There were other employees that were present at the time, some of which attempted to help the victim after the stabbing occurred. That alone is enough to show that there is a threat to the community. She then ran from the building to her vehicle, presumably with the intent to flee from the scene. She was stopped by a helpful bystander. You're also able to consider the likelihood of conviction in this case, given the facts as laid out by Detective Showers and the information that the prosecutors have reviewed in order to charge this defendant. There is a very high likelihood of conviction. And then finally, the defendant does have a prior instance of at least one that I'm aware that involved a stabbing, similar obviously to the stabbing that occurred in this case, involving a knife. So given all of those factors, and given the fact that this court does have authority to give no bond to defendants charged with murder, I am asking at this time for no bond in this case.
Thank you, counsel. The court has reviewed the charges and the circumstances surrounding this case. The defendant is facing various serious charges, including murder in the first degree, which is one of the most serious criminal offenses in our state, carrying penalties up to life without parole. Additionally, carrying a dangerous weapon with unlawful intent further underscores defendant's potential threat to public safety. Defendant has a prior criminal record out of Virginia for malicious wounding. It was actually felony malicious wounding that was reduced to unlawful bodily injury concerning a stabbing, and that is what gives rise to the habitual second. And in determining bond, the court must look to the factors outlined in Michigan Court Rule 6.106. Number 1, the seriousness of the offense and the danger posed to the community. The charges here involved a violent crime with a weapon, indicating a substantial risk to the public. The court finds there is a significant threat to public safety, and therefore the bond must reflect that risk. Number 2, the weight of the evidence against the defendant. While the evidence is not fully before us and the defendant is cloaked with the presumption of innocence, the nature of the charges along with the prior criminal history suggests that there is substantial evidence against the defendant. Defendant's criminal history: the defendant has a violent criminal past. The history supports the court's concern that the defendant may engage in further violent conduct if she is released. The defendant's ties to the community: while the defendant is relatively young at 26 years of age, there's no indication that she has any significant stabilizing ties to the community that would ensure her return for court appearances. Without these ties, the court is concerned about the likelihood of flight. Number 5, defendant's risk of fleeing or failing to appear. Due to the severity of the charges and the habitual offender status, it makes the defendant a high risk for flight. The court finds that this factor weighs heavily in favor of a high bond amount. Substance abuse or mental treatment: although there are no reports at this time suggesting that the defendant suffers from mental health or substance abuse issues that would mitigate the risks posed by defendant's release, the court is, after considering all of these factors, going to be setting bond at $25 million, cash surety only, with conditions. If the defendant is able to meet those conditions, she must be on a GPS steel cuff tether. She is not to leave the state of Michigan. She is to report her address within 24 hours of, she must report any change of address within.
Her attorney tried to paint a picture of abuse, mental health struggles, even brought up that she supposedly saved someone from skin cancer once. Like that somehow balances out taking a mother from 6 children. But the judge wasn't buying it. When the prosecutor laid out the facts, the premeditation, the mask, the attempt to flee, the 15 stab wounds, the judge set bail at $25 million. Not $25,000, not $250,000, $25 million, cash only. Some of you all might think that's excessive, but think about what this woman did. She didn't snap in the moment. She left, thought about it, came back disguised, and butchered a woman in front of her co-workers. If that doesn't warrant the highest bail possible, what does? The prosecutor said something that hit different. The victim leaves behind 6 children, 6 young lives that will now grow up without a parent. This isn't just a statistic. This is a family shattered, a future forever altered. Afeni was appointed a public defender. The same system she felt was against her now had to provide her with free legal representation. The irony would be laughable if it wasn't so tragic. Her next court date was set for July 23rd for a probable cause conference. Preliminary exam on July 30th. The wheels of justice starting their slow grind while 6 kids tried to figure out how to bury their mother. And through all of this, Afeni's social media sat there like evidence of a crime foretold. Every video a warning, every post a red flag, every threat a preview of coming attractions. This was posted April 12th, 3 months before the murder. "Lovely afternoon," she captioned it. Comments saying she should make horror movies. If only they knew she was planning to star in one. She's looking at life without parole if convicted. Michigan doesn't play about premeditated murder. She'll have all the time in the world to think about how a work schedule conflict ended with her in a cage forever. Wayne, if he's real, if he's out there, probably doesn't even know how close he came to being the one in the mall. Those videos about wanting to break his neck, rip his eyes out. Jennifer just happened to be the one who pushed that final button. It could have been anybody.
And every time you call my name, Nat, I just want to say, stop talking to me. Like, you know, like me, like he's so annoying. Like, I don't know how to fucking explain it. I really fucking don't. But he's so fucking annoying. Like, I'd be like sometimes I ignore him because it's like, I don't want to like snap. Like, cause it's like a disturbing feeling. Like, why are you fucking talking to me? Like, it's disgusting. Like, he just looks disgusting in his fucking face. You know, he got all these fucking scabs on his fucking neck cause he got a little disorder problem. This, you know, fucking picking at his neck and shit. And he cry a lot. He cry a lot. He do all that sobbing shit. It don't even be like a regular cry. It's like he just like make this like annoying ass sound. Like, it's like, dude, get the fuck away from me, man. And then like, so I just yesterday, like when I was driving, he kept trying to disturb my peace. He kept on like he kept on like saying shit like when I was driving the whole time, like I didn't know what I was doing. Like, dude, I drive safer than him. Just so you know, I drive safer than him. This dude don't drive safe at all. He don't. I be having to monitor him. So I think he was being sarcastic yesterday, trying to be funny, acting like he had to monitor me. But it's like he didn't have to do that with me, though, because I ain't the one that needs to be monitored. I drive very responsibly. You know what I mean? I don't cause accidents. He the one that used to cause accidents and stuff and almost got a hit before. And when he parked one time, he hit somebody's car. He's fucking pathetic. He's fucking pathetic. And the way this little thing right here, and this little filter, the way that thing is moving all slow and gross, that's how he is. He moves all slow and gross. Like, he's a fucking disease, man. And somebody's gonna have to put him out of his fucking misery. I'm just saying it like that. Somebody's gonna have to put him out of his misery. Ain't no other way to put it, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Somebody's gonna have to fucking teach him a lesson. If I gotta do it, it ain't gonna be nice. If I gotta teach this dude a lesson, it ain't gonna be nice. It ain't gonna be nice. I'm ready to leave everything behind. If I gotta throw my shit away, if I gotta just, you know, all my clothes and shit go in the trash again, you know, I lived this before. I've been through this before. So this is nothing but materialistic stuff. I'm just mentally preparing myself because it's like, I'm telling you, he's been picking with me more than ever. And I believe he's been picking with me more than ever because he knows we're getting evicted now. So it's like,
you know. But here's the thing, though. This is what he's thinking. He's gonna keep me around, telling me, oh, we can get a store.
Somebody's gonna have to put him out of his misery. Ain't no other way to put it, man. She told us. Over and over. She screamed into the void that she was dangerous, that she was losing control, that somebody was going to get hurt. And we just let it happen. Because that's what we do now, isn't it? We see the warning signs and hope somebody else will handle it. We watch people spiral on social media and hit the heart button. We know our co-workers are unstable, but hey, that's management's problem. Until it's not. Until it's blood on the floor and children crying for their mama. Afeni needed help. Real, professional, intensive help. Instead, she got a McDonald's uniform and access to sharp objects. She got followers who thought her chaos was entertaining. She got a manager who was just trying to do her job and became a target for all that unprocessed rage. And Jennifer needed a living wage so she wouldn't have to work at a place that hired people like Afeni. She needed support raising 6 kids alone. She needed a society that values mothers more than social media engagement. But we failed them both. The system failed them both. And now, we're left with 6 orphans and a woman facing life in prison. All because nobody wanted to be the one to say, this isn't normal. This needs to stop now.
My mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us.
This has been TikTok Crimes. I'm your host, and I need y'all to remember, when someone shows you who they are, when they post who they are, when they scream into the void who they are, believe them before it's too late.